Hello, everyone. This is Greg Ellis from Green Greg's Garden and Worm Farm. Sorry about the delay here. There is a delay when I go live without between the video and what I'm showing here. So hope people can catch up here. Hello, Matt. So this is a live session. Hello, this is Greg Ellis from Green Greg's Garden and Worm Farm. Hang on, I got to meter it out there on the other screen. All right, guys. So here's what's going on. We're going to talk about what's happening today. I'm still having trouble trying to sync up my live Zoom to my YouTube. You know, I went through and I went through several things showing you how to set up, you know, to do the advanced programs, and they left a step or two out when I actually went to do it. It didn't work. So the problem is you got to do this stuff live. Sorry about that, guys. So for those that's not logged into my channel before, this is a live chat session. And we do talking here. And normally I don't pick a topic ahead. This is usually just a community event. But tonight, with all things going on, I thought it made a lot of sense that we're going to talk tonight about this stuff happening in DC. So this isn't my normal Wednesday night live session that you guys are accustomed to, but we will go into just a general discussion here in a moment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some sharing here in just a second. Give me a moment. We're going to go to PowerPoint. I'll make sure I got the presentation open in advance though. And give me a moment to move things around. So if y'all don't mind, it just takes me a second. Sorry about the delay of things. Now I'm not going to be able to see your screen immediately, the chat room, unless I switch back and forth like I am when I'm on my phone. So give me just a second here. Hang on, guys. Sorry about this. It's taking me a moment. This is a little bit new to me here. Having a hard time finding what I'm looking for. There we go. All right. And here I'll go share screen. We're going to go into our PowerPoint. And so we're going to talk about what actually happened today. And then I'm going to come in to talk about, we're going to come back and do a chat room here in a second, like I normally do. So what happened today, guys? Holy smoke, the day was crazy. Now I want you to take a look at this flag. That's not the normal Trump flag I'm used to seeing. A lot of things about this picture are normal. So we're going to come back to this picture in a moment. As we know today, we've had some tragedy. There was a person that was, I've even heard maybe two people were shot. This lady here was, you know, one report says shot in the chest and another said the neck. And I believe the neck is probably the appropriate answer because I've heard it in several reports. She passed away today. This started out a fairly peaceful day this morning. This is a photograph taken by a friend. In fact, she's the secretary of our Freedom Restoration Foundation. I might do a live video with her shortly because I've asked her if she can do a video. I've not heard back from her. And maybe I can even get her into this session, but I think I've already copied the number away here, invite number. So this is at the Washington Monument, and this is where she was at. And you see all the Trump flags? They're blue. That's why all the Trump flags I've been seeing are blue. So that's kind of interesting to me because that was the colors of the Trump campaign, right? So, and a lot of people said it was all white supremacists going to DC. I saw articles claiming that in various news media just yesterday. I'm sure these are white supremacists here. Shame on them for being white supremacists. Holy smoke, what do they want to be that way for? Yeah, these Chinese individuals, look, I think they're having some issues with the CCP for some reason. Hey, they might be interesting after all, right? And this is one of their banners, I guess. Not Russia, CCP rigged. That's what they're claiming. End evil conduct. These are pictures my friend took. Now, this is a pretty peaceful protest here. Just people standing around holding signs on a cold day in Washington, D.C. And as you know, things got energetic then. Things went off the charts, and there was a storm of the Capitol. Now, this happened actually while Trump was talking. Now, they said Trump put out a tweet and caused this to happen, but apparently, how did he tweet this when he was talking? He was actually talking when this started. In fact, I was listening to Lee Wilberger's presentation this morning, and Trump was just talking about all a minute, and all at once they switched over. This was going on. So how did Trump do that? Someone said that his tweet account got hacked, and of course he got shut down after all this. And tweet or something happened to his account, supposedly restricting him. But somehow some say his account got hacked. I did see a report from someone who said an FBI agent told him that Antifa was there and leading this charge. I heard that from a couple of different reports that Antifa actually ran in and read this charge. Now there are some blue Trump flags here. Who was this? I don't know, but these guys went up to the hill and they pushed on the police, and he actually got through. Now maybe this line was Trump supporters. Maybe the Antifa. I heard the Antifa guys went in through the window. So there's some guys that actually broke out a window. Now I don't know. I'm not there. I can't say definitively who's what, but things went down, and the Capitol got stormed. Now supposedly this happened because the tweet said that Vice President Pence rejected the motion to have a hearing about the claims for Arizona. Well, actually, they were going through that. Vice President Pence, excuse me, had actually went in and if you have a senator and a House member each object to the certification of a state's electoral college, they have to debate it for 2 hours. And as I understand, there may be 6 of these cases coming up, so there's probably going to be maybe 12 hours of debate. It would not have gotten through today, probably because there would have been so much of it. And having shut down the Capitol as a result of this, they have resumed it, but I expect this to go into tomorrow, and I don't even know if they can get finished tomorrow. But they were actually doing, what they were supposed to do at this point in time. So this was definitely misinformation that went out. It might have got some people excited and agitated. But there's a possibility that these all weren't Trump supporters, as has been said. Now, I'm not judging one way or the other, but I'll just throw some questions out and let you think about it. See, that's an orange flag. I hadn't seen orange flags anywhere else. And notice the peculiar way these guys are dressed. Now, here the police are in black, but here these guys, I don't know. These guys are dressed really peculiar. There's a whole crowd of them here that went really into the inside of the Capitol building. Beautiful artwork back there. I've been in the Capitol building. It's a beautiful building. And here they are. Now, this is what really strikes me interesting. I'm going to draw some things to your attention in a moment. Again, here's this young guy with that big orange Trump is my president flag, which I hadn't seen that. It sounds like the reverse on he's not my president, which some were claiming for a while. Why don't you look at these guys? Just look at them. Look at each and every one of them. Do these look like your normal Trump supporters? Maybe they are. But I'm going to draw your attention to a couple things here. Look at this guy here. You see this? What's on his hand here? Does that look like a hammer and a sickle or something else? Somebody was saying that's like an Antifa sign, but does that not look like something? That's a hammer, a sickle here. Maybe he put some ink on it to throw it off a little bit so it wouldn't be so obvious that he had a hammer and a sickle on his hand. Now, how many communists are Trump supporters? I don't know, guys. Is this guy communist? Some people said these guys are Antifa. And somebody said this guy, I don't know what this thing is. That looks like a skull. I don't know what that is. That looks very much like a skull, or at least 2 eyes. I don't know. I read somebody saying this looks like a tree up in here. Somebody said this guy had a logo on like a PDO logo. That is supposed to be Thor's hammer. I know what that is, but this guy don't look like Thor to me. Real Vikings don't wear horns, So I don't know what, the real Vikings never had horns on. So I don't know what this is, or a fur hat like that. So this guy's definitely just out there, whatever he is. He's definitely trying to get attention and walking in the center, and they're all letting him have it. It's because he's dressed so weird. But there's more on this. Of course, there's that guy's hand. What is that? And again, this is somebody drew in the hammer and a sickle. And here's what's interesting. There's an article, and I should have brought that up first. There's an article claiming that this guy was a member of a QAnon group, a conservative far-right QAnon group. That was an article in the newspapers. Of course, the newspapers, the news media, who's buying that stuff anymore? Anything they say, I'm going to believe the opposite. But now here's where someone, whether it be true or not, someone has alleged Hey, this guy is from Arizona. Here is a photo I took of him at the Tempe BLM March in June. So this guy was at a BLM march where it says, the police. Oh, I hate showing that. The police. And here's something from Portland. A friend sent me an image of a tweet. Be it real or not, it says, but just in case, I spoke to my Antifa. It said, I spoke to my Antifa operative in Portland. And she said the ones going to DC are going to wear camouflage cutoffs and Trump paraphernalia to blend in, but turning their MAGA hats backwards for identification. So please feel free to pass along. Now that's kind of interesting because some young gentleman was on an interview who was with this lady here. She fell back on him and he was wearing his MAGA hat backwards. Some really young, I said, gentleman, really young guy. Most of you Trump supporters are not as young, just a few, but and most of them got well cut hair and not such beards. They're not like, okay, pardon me, yeah, I got the beard and the hair, but I'm not one of these guys. Even if these were Trump supporters, they weren't right in doing what they did. So anyway, not saying that we, hey, we do need to push for our liberties, folks, but it just so happened that Congress was actually seemingly at the moment, at least seemingly doing the right sort of thing. I'm going to end this share here, and I'm going to share a couple of websites, and I'm going to go back into the chat session here in a second. So give me a moment. I'm going to kill that PowerPoint file if I can, or minimize it. And let's see here. I'm going to go look at some web stuff. Give me just a momento. Share screen. Ding, ding, ding. Ding, dong, 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 dong. We're going to look at some articles here real quick. And yeah, Congress is reconvened tonight. I just wanted you to see some of these pictures. Who had the guns? Well, it's the DC police. The people weren't allowed to have them, but who did the shooting? Well, again, the DC police. See, there they are, aiming at some guys. They got this door blocked off with a credenza, and they're aiming their pistols at them, and guys were trying to come through that window there, it looks like. And they got their shields. And this is that same looking crowd. Bunch of guys from Portland carrying a Confederate battle flag. Shame on them. They don't have no right to that. Yeah, and I look at this guy here. That cap, I don't know. Who are these guys, really? Who are these guys? Are these Trump supporters, really? Maybe. Maybe not. But that's what DC looks like tonight, right there. And that a scary image. And that's the kind of image we used to show the dystopian future. What a dystopian future would look like. Look at this, guys. Isn't this the image of a dystopian future? Oops, it's not the future anymore. Guys, we're living in some kind of science fiction, bad science fiction movie, a grade B movie of some type. So now look at this. All at once now they're calling for the impeachment of Trump. How many days he got left in office? They're calling for his impeachment and prosecution as a result of this. Hey, he just called for a march. He didn't call for crimes to take place. And again, now here's an Arizona newspaper that's saying this guy's a longtime QAnon supporter, and it got his name in here somewhere. I've seen his name. It's in one of these articles. I believe it's right here. Yeah, this guy's name, oh, Jake Angeli. Where'd it go? It bounced on me. Sorry, guys. Give me a second. Let me come back up here. Jake Angeli. Right here. There's his name. Jake Angeli. He said a QAnon supporter. Well, I think QAnon's a PSYOP too. So maybe he was a QAnon supporter. Maybe he's one of the guys that was behind the PSYOP part of it. Yeah. QAnon made all these promises, all these things that were going to happen. It never happened. So I think it was a PSYOP. So maybe he is a QAnon supporter. But is he a Trump supporter? He was a BLM march. So I don't know. Well, he's not a Viking. Vikings don't wear horns, only in opera. In Hollywood. Oops, that's us. Oh, that's the session I was trying to start earlier. It didn't work out. Okay, enough of that stuff. Let's end the share and come back here. And let me see if I can find my chat room here now. All right, guys. I'm gonna see what you guys are saying in the chat. So I don't know, guys. So what's went down? What's went down is this. Today started out with a peaceful protest. They had various speakers get up and talk. All the news media claim everything they were saying was fake. But when they went into the House and the protest, not protest, when the congressmen got up to make their cases, they were walking up and setting down stacks of thousands of signed affidavits, and they were talking data. Now, I suppose and hope that that's the kind of discussion they're having now, is a technical discussion of things that's taken place. But it's a frightening thing. But you know, of course, all the news media is completely dismissive, saying everything's lies, none of that took place, blah 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 blah. Did it? I can't question it here on this platform, so I'm not questioning it. I'm just saying that's what's going out there. It's whatever the case of the election is, it's now going back to the procedures of the hearings that are taking place, where they're having 2 hours per state. Whenever a state's electoral college is votes are debated, they have a 2-hour debate window. And so they may be doing this for 10 to 12 hours through the course of the day and tomorrow on those debates. And then in sometime in the interim, the House and the Senate have to reconvene for their joint meetings, and that takes some time. So at best, this would be late tomorrow before they get through this process. So we're not going to know how that shakes out until late tomorrow. So people can claim this, that, or the other. You know, you hear both sides making it's this, it's that. Well, what's going to be the outcome? And both sides are saying it's this and that, and then, you know, we'll know the outcome tomorrow evening, maybe, or the next day. But Ted Cruz supposedly is going to ask for a 10-day study of the data based on all this. So, you know, they can throw this thing to the House for the House to vote in the House, one person per state. You know, they can do that. But apparently Ted Cruz was planning to ask for a 10-day study. Now that 10-day study is going to be running out of time. Now they're taking an extra day or so. How are they going to get all this done by the 20th? The 20th is the date that's now in the Constitution, in the 12th Amendment, that they have to have. The 12th Amendment says the 20th, because that's the one that redefines the electoral process, just a little bit further defines it. So it's going to be interesting to see how these things play out. I'm not. Hey, buddy, my crystal ball. I wish you would tell me, crystal ball, tell us what's coming for us all. Pretty quiet for you. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to gaze at it. That's right. Can't listen to it. It's not a mirror. I see posters. Oh, that's on my wall. Okay. Hey, gotta try to have a little humor out of it, right? That's awesome. I'm seeing Ted Cruz did ask for 10 days. Okay. All right, so let me go up and see what everybody's saying. This is what we normally do here. We normally have a chat session. Oh, living in left field gave us $20. Thank you so much, living in left field. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. And so you can tell me a little bit what you got on your mind. Let me scroll down all these comments. So Matt says, hello, Greg. Santa Sword says, evening, Greg. Live in left field. Well, hello, Toronto. Okay. Are you in Toronto? Okay. Hey, Toronto's a beautiful city. Cindy Lou. Hi, Greg. Sassafras. Hey, hello. Okay. Somebody had a message deleted. Thank you, mods. One thing, you know, some of our sister channels allow a lot of cursing, but I consider my channel a family channel, and I like to keep it clean in this channel, please. We like to keep the discussion clean. So if you've got some wordy dirge in your mind, please save them for other places. We just don't want to. We don't want to get into that here. And let's see. Hi, Granny. I'm trying not to take sides here with what's happening. Listening for vision. Hey, how you doing? Standing strong. That's great. John Angle. Hello, Greg. From Montgomery. Can't believe what's happening now. Yeah, It's crazy. It's crazy today. We got another hello from Alabama. McCombs Kennels. Okay, a kennel. Fresh Red, good to see you again. Lady Dagger Status, good to see you. Mary Hoos. Hello, friend, to you. And Granny, so good to see you again, Granny. Redneck J-Dog says, I never got an email about joining the tribe list. Oh, well, what's happened is you should have got an email asking you for some data, Redneck J-Dog. If you didn't, let me know. And how long did you send it in? Because that should have went out months ago. And we got a spreadsheet we put together. And I'm trying to contact the tribe leaders right now. And Friday is, and Kim McClaw says, thank you for the video. I'm Canadian and your insight is helpful. Well, thank you. Dinosaur, super crazy stuff today. No kidding. No kidding. Yeah, it takes time to put these organizations together with like different groups and chapters. So the hardest thing right now I'm having is just contacting the people who should be the tribe leads. Sometimes it's just hard to call people. Yeah, it is a mess in Washington. No kidding, it's a mess. It's worse than I thought it would be. A couple of videos back, a couple of days ago, when I first announced all this stuff, I was wanting to tell you what got me really to come out and make an announcement on this was I had to go to a meeting, my local tribe meeting. Another member had called, and one of the guys that said, "Hey, one of the guys there said they're going to storm the Capitol if they don't do what's expected. They're going to storm the Capitol." And I thought, and I kind of alluded to it in that video, but I didn't really want to point it out because I thought, no, that ain't gonna happen. That's just crazy talk. Holy smoke! Yeah, it did happen. Whew. But who did it? Who did it? Did Trump supporters do it? Did Antifa do it? Did both of them do it? Who led the charge? I don't know. Who sent the tweet? They said Trump sent the tweet. Well, Trump was on the stand talking, and he was talking a mile a minute. He wasn't sitting there doing that. He was talking a mile a minute. That's what he is off to do. So I don't think Trump sent that tweet. And it was said that he was hacked. So I don't know. It's hard to judge sitting down here in Alabama. Okay, guys, but all I can do is tell you what I see and how I see it. Now, I've got some feet on the ground up there. Hopefully, I'll be hearing back from her shortly. Sassafras Red says it's a setup. Well, that would not surprise me. There's so much that is. And we're going to talk about what might be coming next. If you live in Georgia, you better take a language course in Chinese. Oh, yeah, maybe we all should. Learn the language of our future masters. War on citizens, civil war between government and citizen, says Rebecca Webb. Well, I've been warning about civil war. I've done plenty of videos on them lately. Listen for vision. They are not patriots. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Woke mom, maybe staged. Yeah, there's people make that allegation. Yeah, what a day, frozen world. There's people make those allegations. I'm trying not to make any allegations here, guys. I'll let y'all judge. I'm just trying to put information out here and let y'all judge it for yourself. I don't know. All I'm going to say is there's some rats in the wood pile somewhere. Something smelly. Now, if we were having a private conversation, I might say more. Georgia already know Chinese math. Ooh. Math should be the same just about anywhere, but the language is different. So what? Will that DC cop be held accountable? Shoot, we'll probably never hear that. What do you think? Hello, Greg. Still trying to figure out. Watched Angry Peppers film. Yeah. What did Angry Pepper have to say about it all? I saw you put some stuff out. Some people referring to him. And Cody Canterbury, she was a 14-year vet of the Air Force. The woman that got hit, do we know her name now? She was a 14-year vet of the Air Force. Wow. Wow. Well, that's interesting. Yeah, it's sad that somebody is no longer with us as a result of this. That is sad. But it wasn't no protesters pulling triggers, that's for sure. So, crazy day in DC. Yeah, okay. Yeah, absolutely. ABC said later in the hospital she was resuscitated. And ABC says Fox lies. What? They saying she's like, gorgeous awesome. How you doing? Hey, gorgeous awesome. Look what I got on. You know, we need to cast a peace spell, don't we? I think I'm gonna have to get this thing active here and cast some spells for peace. This came from Gorgeous Awesome, by the way. Gorgeous Awesome has an Etsy page. They make beautiful, beautiful stuff. So check out Gorgeous Awesome. Can't believe the MSM. Nah, who does? Nobody does except, I don't know. Let the red flag capital, let this be a red flag Capitol Hill, says Cindy Lou. Okay. I think I hate conservatives as much as the left. They throw their own overboard as soon as things gets tough. So Bill Hess says. Well, let's don't be throwing anybody overboard if we can help it. Woke Mom. It kind of does matter where it came from. Yeah. All red hats and brown jackets. Dana Geiger said it screams George Ford to me. It screams, I guess. Military used face recognition and verified Antifa. Is that right, the ghost? How do you? We have an article. If you've got an article linked to that, well, you can email it to me, I guess. Email me at hal5space@aol.com. I'll check that email before we finish here. See if I can find that. I'll check it off my other computer. It's logged into that over here. Yeah, sassafras. I don't know sassafras. This is all crazy. I don't know. Deep State allowed this to condemn Trump supporters and complete the false flag. Yeah, see, that can be, and I think a lot of things are done that way. They will allow something to start out, and then they will put a spin on it or play on it to totally discredit everybody. And that may be what this is. You know, we may have played into it. This whole thing could have been a setup, but that, I don't know. Who set it up? How did it get set up? A 16-year-old girl was gunned down in the Capitol, and I bet everyone that was involved gets off scot-free. A 16-year-old girl? Oh, where did that happen? I hadn't heard that one. So yeah, are they just shooting women? What a bunch of cowards. What a bunch of cowards. What a bunch of cowards. Who shoots a woman? I mean, somebody afraid, some big burly guy got to shoot a woman. What a bunch of cowards. Pale horse. Linwood posted this on his Twitter. Oh, people are all through the building. Yeah, that's true. They were everywhere. They weren't going around people's offices. All three were Antifa, says Chad K. Cosmic Blue, around 10 different groups, not just Antifa. Well, that may be. And there may have been some Trump supporters mixed in. I mean, what was said was when they was going to the Capitol, they were trying to urge everybody else in there. They said it was a carload that came out in charge. That's what I heard. And supposedly some ex-FBI agent said it was Antifa. Now that I saw from an image of somebody's tweet. I'm not on Twitter. I'm not a Twitter guy myself. Antifa alligators, what I heard. Agitators, excuse me. Pardon me, Jason. How you doing, Jason? No audit, no peace. Says Dennis the Menace. Every boogeyman has a Goldstein for your fear. Goldstein, you mean Epstein, maybe? I don't know. What are we talking about? I don't follow that in sassafras. Maybe it's late. Hit that hitchhiker's icon. Oh, thank you, Cindy Lou. Yeah, I'm probably going to get in trouble. Hey, we got 235 people in the room. That may be a record for us, but I only got 117 thumbs up. So I got 3 thumbs down. Wow. So if you favor this, please give me a thumbs up. It helps the algorithms. Oh, don't say the Q word. Oh, yeah, I may get in trouble with this video. Well, I'm not promoting it. I think that may be that word refers to a false flag. And I'm just calling out, that's what the article said. The article said that he was associated with that. And maybe he was, because I think that's all false flag anyway. Yeah, they don't want you promoting it. That's why they don't want you to say it. But I don't buy that too much. None of that stuff come to pass. All these things were supposed to happen. It was supposed to happen months ago and kept building up, or years ago, and it never happened. They had a lot of opportunities for that stuff to take place, but it didn't happen. So I don't have any faith in that. It's like Nibiru. Nibiru has been a planet that's supposed to hit us any second now for 20 some odd years, and it's nowhere in sight. Listen for Vision says, all those maskless people in the Capitol, did they sanitize? One guy had a mask on. Someone got a mask, whatever that was worth or not. Loads of them with hats on backwards. Yeah, Scratch. Yep, yep. Matt friend. I heard she was the only child. Oh my gosh. So we got a name for her. I've been looking for identity, so maybe some stuff's coming out just since I started this. Senate is still going. Trust no government. Amen, Carmine. Trust no government. Trust no government. We show weakness to our enemies, they will strike. Ooh, you got a point there. You might be right. It could be Stacy's Vicky's dream. Her vision may be on the verge of happening. More authority above yourself. No, the government shouldn't be. Baked and awake. The Senate just rejected the objections to the election result. Rejected the objections. Oh, baked. Did they do that just, well, they're doing this one state at a time. There's still some chances, but that's, everybody, hey, look, everybody was asking Trump to tell everybody to go home, and he did, but everybody's not going home. Some have, but not everybody. So that's going to be of interest, right? So I wonder if my friend has contacted me back. Oh, yeah, she's ready. I may do another session here. I don't know if I got the Zoom. Guys, give me a second here. Let me see if I can email her and get her in here. I don't know if she can join because I think I might have lost my key, the key number, the Zoom invite when I was moving some other stuff around. Let me see. So the girl who's there, we may do another video in just a minute if I can't do this. I do want to finish through the comments though. Give me a second. I am looking here to find her email. Let's see. I got a new email system. They just moved everything in Outlook to hot dog. She might be able to join. If she does, I'll let her in. Oh, I got it. So I'm gonna send it to her. All right, we may get a guest here in a minute, guys. We may get a guest, ladies and gentlemen. Hang on. Let's see what happens. We may have a guest. It'll be the first time in one of my live sessions I've had a guest. So we'll see in a minute if she joins. Let me go back and look at the chat room here. In the meantime, see what I'm missing. Blue Bottle Bunny Farm, how you doing? Regina is any sort cannot determine the intent or allegiance of anyone. Yeah, see, that's just it. It's hard to do. So that's going to be the real thing. And I told you guys, a civil war is the worst thing you can imagine. That's one of the reasons. You don't know who stands where. And it's neighbor fighting neighbor. They're ugly events. Yeah, often you don't know who's where. So yeah, you think the guy standing next to you is your buddy, and next thing you know, he knocks you in the head. So it's a very ugly, ugly affair. Very ugly, very deadly potential. Rip the country all to shreds. Take a great country and bring it to nothing. Patriot 43. Bigger crime in Senate right now. Almost all voted against Cruz objection. Oh, now see if that happened earlier. Yeah, they would have stormed. So maybe they got the storming over earlier by doing that, and it just didn't happen now. Wow. Okay, let's get Leanne in here. Hi, Leanne. How you doing? I see she's connecting. Audio.
Hey, Greg.
Hey, we're live. We're live. We're live on YouTube. How you doing?
Okay, there we go. Hey.
Well, we know where you stand. For those that don't know, Leanne is our secretary of our Freedom Restoration Foundation, and she's our lady on the ground. Some of the pictures I showed you all a moment ago came from her. So, Leanne, what did you see? Did you storm any buildings, Leanne?
I did not storm any buildings today. No, I ended up getting hungry and cold. And so I was headed back to my car, and I was going to add on some gloves and double up on my socks and grab some lunch at Whole Foods. So that's when all the storming was going on. And we were sitting there eating and on the phone and saw some news stories starting to come out about it.
So before all that started, did you see any indication that things were going to get like that?
Well, not really. When we first got there, when the speeches were going on, everyone was very polite and it was very peaceful. There were a lot of families there, children, grandmas and grandpas, just regular folks. And we did hear one person run through the crowd and say something about they were going to go to the, what did they say exactly? Storming Congress later or something. So I did hear somebody run through the crowd saying something about that, but I thought they just meant they were going to go over to the Capitol building where some more speeches were going to go on. And I didn't really understand that they were going to go storm the castle, as I've been calling it all day. It's a Princess Bride reference there.
So a lot of people are thinking now that that was Antifa that was involved in that or led that up, that there was infiltrators amongst the crowd there at the pro-Trump rally today. What do you think about that?
Well, I had heard rumors in advance that that was going to happen. Yeah. And I was definitely keeping my eye out for people that I thought might be infiltrators. But like I said, I didn't really see anybody for sure that I knew was Antifa. I didn't see anybody starting physical fights. And the only was the one guy that ran through and said something about going to Congress after this is over. He said, we're all going to Congress, and I didn't even take that to mean, I don't know. A lot of people were over at the Capitol building and just waving their flags and chanting. And most of the people that were there were just being peaceful protesters, waving their flags. There was a lot of that going on. And there was only a small portion of everybody that was there that actually stormed the Capitol building.
Wow. Well, yeah, I could get that because there was like, how many people do you think was there? I've heard like maybe up to 2 million. What do you think?
Oh, I don't think it was that large, but I mean, we were cram packed in there, like sardines in a tin, all the way as far as I could see in both directions.
Well, tell us about yourself, Leanne. Just say a couple words about yourself. Introduce yourself. Who are you? And all those good things.
My name is Leanne, and I've been acting as secretary for the Freedom Restoration Foundation. And that's pretty much why we came up here. Hoped we could get some good video, show what's actually going on as opposed to what the fake news is going to tell everybody.
All right. Do you think that what really went down versus what the fake news is telling people are divergent?
Well, I haven't really looked up any of the news stories myself, but I can only assume, like everything else, it will be drastically divergent.
What would give you that idea?
What have you heard? What are the reports saying? I heard that the one lady was killed with the mob when they first stormed the Capitol building, and she was a veteran, a 14-year Air Force veteran, obviously not armed or anything. And she was the one death that I heard of. Now, I did hear from somebody there were reports of 3 bombs.
I haven't heard. There was a bomb.
Well, somebody just texted me that was on Tucker Carlson tonight, but I, of course, did not see, so I don't know. But when I was there, I heard nothing at all about bombs. Obviously, there weren't any explosions, and there was not even any rumors through the crowd about bombs.
There had been a bomb threat in the House office building, the Kennan building. It's a House office building known as the Kennan building. I've been in that building many times. But they determined it was not a valid threat, and they gave an all clear pretty fast. I don't know how they could give something all clear as quick as they did. That was kind of interesting to me. But it's terrible that somebody lost their life there. And of all things, it was a woman. And why some cop shooting a woman? She didn't look like she was all that threatening. I don't know. It's just terrible when people react that way on either side. but she made the guy she fell on had his hat on backwards, and he walked out and did an interview. I saw an interview by him, and he was talking about it. But some people said people with their hats around backwards were Antifa. I don't know. Maybe a lot of young people do wear their hats that way, but I did show an image of a tweet telling people to put their hats on backwards.
Huh. I didn't hear anything about that.
Yeah, I don't know. So somebody's asking about the 25th. Got him scratching here. So I don't. The 25th is like 5 days after the inauguration. So I don't know if there's anything planned on the 25th. Have you been hearing anything about the 25th?
I have not. No.
Somebody says there was a crash near Washington today. I hadn't heard that. There had been a threat of an airplane crash into it, but I hadn't heard anything about an actual crash.
Hmm.
So, the lady was a 14-year veteran. Somebody just posted her name in the chat section here, but I think I've done scrolled past it. All right, whoever that was, if you want to repost her name, I've scrolled down here to the bottom just to see what everybody's saying. I'm gonna have to go back up and catch up. I'd like to go through all the messages. Greg, there was Stacy says, Greg, there was a group trying to push through a door. One of the coup cops, they felt threatened. Recipe for disaster. So guys, it's like this. This is a powder keg. All it takes to set off a powder keg is a spark. Any spark can set off a powder keg. We had a lot of powder kegs. Oh, somebody's talking about the 25th Amendment. So the 25th Amendment's the one for voter age. That's for 18-year-olds, I believe. So let's see here. Oh, that's Amendment 26. So the 25th Amendment's a big, long amendment here. There's my eyeballs there. Here they are. There's my eyeballs. I have to find my eyeballs. Amendment yeah. Swansis, I don't know how you say that in German. They say the 5 before the 20. Fünft Swansis. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know those people really speak German. I don't.
Zwanzig, I believe.
Yeah.
Zwanzig.
Swanzig. All right. Section 1. In case of removal of the president from office or death. Oh, yeah. This is replacement of the president. So this is. Oh, yeah. This is one where they can replace somebody for being mentally ill or all that stuff. Yeah, it's the 25th. What am I thinking? I don't know that. That's one they always talk about. The 12th Amendment is the one that changed, further defined the election process. So it's all in here. Let's see. What are we doing? So you guys have left. You went to stay in West Virginia. I guess everything's full in DC. I mean, they got a curfew with all the hotels full. Where would everybody go in a curfew?
I don't know. We'd already decided to come here for our second night, but yeah.
Yeah.
There's definitely a curfew. It started at 6 p.m. and we left right at 6.
Well, I understand the Capitol building had the protesters in it until right before the curfew, and they ran them out with flashbangs. So,
I did hear that going off when I was there.
Oh, did you? Wow.
Mm-hmm. I've got some video of that. I'll send you when I get back.
Well, we might have to do when you get back another video, and so you can show us some of your video and pictures, and just go through another talk. Would everybody like to see that? Would y'all like me to bring Leanne back on here and just go through her videos and pictures and just get another session to see what
we could definitely do that.
Everybody like that idea? Now the chat room's got a delay on it, so I'll wait for a minute. Sassafras, you just keep up the Zionist. What? Come on, Sassafras. Am I promoting Zionist? You know what? Fertilizer? Are you talking to somebody else? So I'm gonna try. Oh yeah. Everybody's saying bring her back. Bring her back. Hey, Blue Bottle Bunny Farm's in here tonight. Your friends.
Oh yeah, I need to see her and get a female rabbit.
Hey, Connie, how you doing? So you can get another. Oh, Sassafras says not me. He's getting on somebody else. If anybody don't know, If you hadn't ever seen it, and it's always right here beside me, I got this from Blue Bottle Bunny Farm. It's me, Santa, Rocket Santa, with alien elf and baby Jesus. So this is the first time I've had a guest on a live show since I've started my channel, Leanne. You're the first live show guest.
I remember you had said that you were not able to do that yet. So
well, I didn't set the live show up the way I wanted to. I tried to set it up with the thumbnail in advance and everything. I thought I had it all figured out as I'd been following some instructional videos on it. One was just very recent, but it left out a couple of steps in that video. When I got to it, it didn't work. It's like, okay, I'm supposed to add this other thing. Well, I had the key copied, but there was two other URLs. It's like, okay, where do those come from? And so it just crashed out on me. So I hadn't got this down pat. So it's obvious. I've gone through several so-called instructional videos. I can anytime just go live on YouTube, but the objective is to try to get a notice out in advance and put a thumbnail out and all that good happy description. And so, yeah, it didn't happen. It didn't work. I had to kill that video and start over. So Raven
I'm sure you'll figure it out eventually.
Raven Kiefer says, Greg still on? What? Did I go somewhere? Hi, Connie, how you doing? So what else would you like to say? Talk to us. Tell us what your observations were. Just floor is yours. Tell us whatever's on your mind about this.
Well, I mean, I guess the crowd just seemed really frustrated with things. You know, we've been a very peaceful group thus far, and it just seems like people have had enough and they're not going to take it anymore. And they wanted to let people know. So I would just say frustration was definitely there.
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess, yeah, maybe they did all that just to get everybody gone before they made the decisions they're going to make. Because apparently they just decided to reject the objections to Arizona's objection, the contention for those ballots. So if they do it for all the states, that's going to be, you know, that's going to not come out in favor of what the protesters want. And now, I assume there's still a lot of people in DC. You know, they tell everybody to go home, but I'm thinking, yeah, people aren't going home if they can hang around. I'm thinking there's going to be a lot of people still there. What do you think?
I think they probably will hang around for a little bit.
So I wonder how this is all going to play out in the next few days.
Who knows? It's going to be an exciting couple of weeks, that's for sure.
Okay, I'm sending some weird messages. People, one guy says, I lost you, Greg, and somebody else was asking, where am I at? Am I going in and out? What's that? Are we?
Not for me.
So chat room, yeah, okay. So you and I are talking live on Zoom. It's been streamed into YouTube. The stream's got a delay on it. But I'm seeing some, I've got the video, the sound turned off, but I'm seeing our pictures over there on my screen. So I don't know. So we got a Keith Wall saying it was all a setup, false flag to allow excuse to accept Biden electoral votes. Well, if that may be what it was. That may be. Again, I'm not saying, and I'm not going to sit here and say the election was this or that, because that's against the rules of this platform now. They just created that rule. They keep adding rules. And if you violate them, they say they'll take your channel down. So I got to be real careful. I don't want this to be my last video ever. I've worked my tuchus off. I've got almost 500 videos posted now. So
well, you know, we're not claiming we know what the authentic results of the election were. We're just saying we would like to look into it because there have been enough irregularities that it really warrants an investigation. I mean, how long did we investigate the Russian hoax, you know, but we can't just look into election potential fraud for a little bit?
That's okay to investigate that and talk about that. You if it's on this side, you can talk about it all you want. Anything. It's all wide open. Over here.
Yeah, and that's what people are getting tired of.
There's a prejudice in the system. Yes, people are getting tired of that. So, in fact, I think that prejudice in the system may be what's precipitated a lot of this, because it's frustrating people. People are getting angry about that. So I think those filters, those prejudices have, if anything, made things worse. that they have gotten people really angry. What do you
Maybe
think?
that's what they want.
That could be. Bring a good point up.
Mhm.
You bring up an excellent point there. So what else would you like to say or bring up?
I don't know. Does anybody have any questions?
All right, let's see. Guys, if you got any questions for Leanne, ask them now. There is a bit of delay between us talking and what shows up here in the chat room. So let me watch as it scrolls here. Riots all summer were peaceful protests today. Today's push to Capitol Hill are extremists, says Keith Walsh. Or division. Russia is playing you like clowns, like a fiddle, says somebody. I think the CCP is playing us too pretty good. Bring back the tar and feathers, says Nate.
I was saying that today too.
Tar and feathers. Need some rails to ride them on, right? 2 cabinet members have already resigned. Oh, wow. Greg, I arrived late. Would you take a quick and brief re-intro to your guest, who she is, and what is her channel? Well, my guest doesn't have a channel. My guest is the secretary of the Freedom Restoration Foundation. Tell us again who you are for the newbies.
My name is Leanne, and I've been a friend of Greg's for a couple years now, I guess. And he pulled me into the Freedom Restoration Foundation, so we've been working hard on that.
And you're also going through, I've had people asking about our tribe network. One guy said he didn't get an email. So I've been trying to explain that we're working at. You are presently you're one of the volunteers going through our list, right?
Yes, and we are really backlogged on that right now.
But you're working it. Yeah, and I've got a spreadsheet. I'm trying to contact the tribe leaders.
Yeah, we're trying to put in the people that look like they might want to be leaders and prioritize them into the spreadsheet first and then fill it in the rest of the way. So
yeah, and once we get the right identified leaders, I'll have them call and contact people in their area. I'll give them the names that fit with their area and let them work out, any kind of relationship for establishing a tribe there. And Stacy, who's also in our Sustainable Stewards, Stacy Zavicki is also in our Freedom Restoration Foundation. She says, I think we're all waiting for the pin to drop. Please. Also, L about Peakers comment message. Please, I don't follow that. Please also L. Look. Okay, Stacy, I don't follow you. Greg, remember the tar was applied boiling hot before the feathers. Yeah, it is a serious lesson. Someone has a crush. Oh, Sassafras Red says someone has a crush. Who's got a crush, Sassafras? You got a crush, Sassafras? You got a crush on Leanne?
I thought he was talking about you, Greg.
Oh, I got a crush. Let's see what's that. Can't we fire them all? They're fraudulent lying criminals. Yeah, we ought just quit electing the same people. We need to run a whole new slate of people. Should be fire the whole group. Term limit should be for everybody effective next election. Nobody gets reelected, not a one of them. Where's Leanne's area? Leanne is in the Huntsville, Alabama area. Ain't saying it ain't me. Oh, Sassafras got a crush. All right. So we get anybody got any other questions for Leanne? Come on. Now's your time. Did you go to the Capitol after president? Did you go to the Capitol? I guess they're asking if you were after the president. I don't quite follow that.
Well, the president spoke. He was the last speaker at the morning event. And that's when he left, that's when I went to go get lunch and everybody else was storming the Capitol building. Okay.
Well, David Combs says you're cute. Cute. I'll second that. So you got some admirers now.
Well, thank you very much.
Got some admirers. They'll all be moving to Alabama just to flirt with you.
Well, the South does have the most beautiful women, I've heard. So
Connie Linga says Nancy is the poster child for term limits.
I'll have to agree with that one.
Yeah, I think she's getting a lot of agreement in this chat room now.
We need more citizen politicians instead of people that want to go and make a bunch of money off of it.
Yeah,
after they leave office.
The whole idea originally was, all right, now Stacy says, LL, men be like, is she single? Oh yeah. So everybody's all interested in you now. Beat Home, Alabama, says Brandy. Brandy Robinson is in the Mobile area, roughly.
Oh, okay.
So we got a few Alabama people in here from way south and up north. Of course, Mobile's about as far, probably farther as you probably get to Columbus, Ohio faster than get to Mobile from here. So,
yeah. It's like driving to Florida.
I know. Actually, we can get to Florida faster if you go to straight south to Pensacola. So let's see, what are folks saying here? What else we got here? Somebody's answering sweep saying it was packed. I don't know what she's talking about though. Yeah, let's see, the South will rise again, says Frozen World. Vicky Savage says Southern women have long set the standard for not only beauty but graciousness.
Gracious.
Leanne, you definitely have the gracious part covered.
Thank you, Greg.
And Sweep says Leanne should start a channel. I think we're going to have her in our Freedom Restoration Foundation. So just a heads up to Stacy and you. I'm going to try to send her. I thought I sent her an invite for our last meeting, but apparently it didn't go through. And Kevin Mason says he's ready to join. He's in Florida. Well, I hope did you send an email to either what was the other email? The old one.
Info
at AOL. It was how5space.aol.com originally, but now it is info at freedomrestorationfoundation.org. I hope y'all can remember all that. That's the name of the organization, Freedom Restoration Foundation.org. And you can send email for the tribe, put tribe in the header, or if you want to join the Freedom Restoration Foundation, put freedom in the header. We do have a Facebook site, but we consider that to be, a shaky proposition because we don't know about the sustainability of a freedom-loving group on that platform. Freedom is a terrible thing. We're not supposed to like freedom. We're supposed to love tyranny. Please put the jackboot on my neck. Please, please sling it hard. That's what we're supposed to be saying, right? Greg, make a BLM Antifa detector.
I was going to say, talking about BLM, I did see at the Capitol building when I went there, there was the only violence that I saw when I first got there. There was a guy on the ground with a group huddled around, trying to see if he was okay and getting medical attention. And apparently they were saying that he was a BLM person that was causing trouble. And then the Patriots took him out.
Oh, wow. So they are there. Jason says, and Baker Creek will be back up for too long. We're still talking about seed sites. You can go to Truth Market right now. Does Leanne believe this attack was planned? So do you believe the attack was planned?
It's hard to say. I mean, they very well could have planted people in the audience to, stir the pot. And with the guy that I saw running through the crowd saying something, that does kind of make sense. But I mean, and it really, if you just had a handful of people, it's not that hard to get a big crowd to go along with you when you're all amped up and you feel like you're definitely being wronged.
So what one guy had a interesting comment. The Pervy Prepper, funny name, Prepper, Pervy Prepper, says BLM detector? ? Common sense. Oh boy. So Sweep says, Stacy, just pressure can 3 chickens. Okay, very good for you. Jeremiah, it's going to be restrictive until 2/24 Mars. I'm talking about Mars and Taurus and Aries. And Connie's agreeing with the Purview Prepper. Rebel Rose, how you doing, Rebel? And Granny, good to see you both in here. And ouch, Rebel Rose says she'll be right back. So let's see, Jesse goes, Greg, you need to have the ability to comment and ask questions on your info broadcast. Or I can type now, I really can. I can't do it on my phone, but at my desk I can. So what? But is that what you're talking about? What do you mean by that? Yeah, I just typed Halo. So Brandon says they've been calling. What have they been calling? Vicky, Greg, I'm finally getting on the road after last tweaks to my vehicle. I looked at the weather and took your advice. I will drop down to 5 to 10 east. All right, yeah, she was talking about going through some of the northern prairie states up there, and I'm going, yeah, man, I want to do that right now. She's going from Oregon to her place in Arkansas. Now you've got a mom in Arkansas.
I do.
So
my mom's in Melbourne, Arkansas.
So Vicky, how close are you to Melbourne, Arkansas? That's where Leanne's mom's at. Greg, was any real solutions offered by speakers? Well, I haven't. So you talking about the speakers at the event? Did you hear any real solutions today?
Well, no, the speeches kind of pointed out that we have tried every legal solution or avenue to go through, and we haven't really gotten anywhere with it. And kind of looking back on the speeches, I did see there was a lot of foreshadowing to the event that was to occur.
Yeah, did you see that in things said in the speech?
Well, it was said more like, people are frustrated. We've tried this, we've gotten nowhere. We didn't get anywhere with the Supreme Court. This is a legal avenue for us. He brought up a professor to talk. I think Rudy Giuliani brought up a professor to talk and explained why we have the legal constitutional right to do what they are asking to do with the audit of the votes. And I mean, if you can't do a simple audit of the votes, I mean, if you really want to unite the nation, wouldn't you do that? Just to prove, okay, no, this really is a legitimate president. He really did get all of these votes. And I think if they would prove that, most people who support Trump would accept the results. You just need to prove it.
Yeah, you would think. So if they don't want to prove it, that really draws it into question, doesn't it?
It sure does.
Somebody said, Greg, did you get last chat? I'm not sure what that means. So we've got another person in here that's been asked, all right, so some people wonder why I'm not doing chat in more of my podcasts. Usually what I do is I just do a video and upload it. It's quicker and easier for me to do that usually, just to upload a video. I'm having issues trying to connect my Zoom to my YouTube, and it didn't go right tonight. I thought I had it all figured out. And I thought I had it figured out a couple times in the past, and I just haven't been able to make that work out quite right. So this has not gone the way I want it to, but at least we've had a good number of people in here watching. So we've had a real good attendance tonight. What about the name? About the name of the girl? Oh, Froze. No, I saw it earlier, but it scrolled and nobody's reposted. Would somebody like to repost the name of the lady that passed away again? It's somewhere way up the scroll list here. Preferably email address. Oh, that's a Blue Bottle Bunny Farm is putting her email address out there. 20 years. This has been going on for centuries. Yeah, there's that. And 9 lives. Okay, 9 lives says it just shows how guilty they are. I guess they're not wanting to show it out. They're not wanting it to be seen.
It does.
To prove their case. If you got nothing to hide, why are you hiding? Right? That's interesting. So I'm getting some germantria from Jeremiah. Or germantrium. So what do you think's next? What do you think's going to happen next?
I don't know, but I'm just wondering if the inauguration is going to go off as scheduled and planned for the 20th, or if something's going to interfere with that.
Well, it's in the Constitution to be the 20th, so they will schedule something on the 20th.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if that day is like today, they may have to delay if things get stormed again, which may happen. No matter who's elected or whoever they select to stand up and take the oath. We have the tension in this country is off the charts. My Chinese neighbors outside talking real loud now, says Tim or TM. Okay.
Well, that's another thing. There were a ton of Chinese Americans today at the protest with signs.
How can that be? The articles I was reading the day or two before said it was all white supremacists going there. So
oh no,
got to be white supremacists in disguise.
No,
right?
There were black people, there were Chinese people, there were white people, there was all kinds of people. But yeah, the Chinese Americans really do. They seem to love Trump because, they fled a country that was communistic, and they don't want to come to this one and watch it turn into China, where they had to flee from.
Well, we want to turn ourselves into China. So, what's that? Don't everybody want to be China? That's what I hear on the news. And, that's what all the kids coming out of school want to do.
That's why you don't need to send your kids to school, homeschool.
Girl, you can be a rocket scientist. I ought to know. Oh, that's funny. There you go. So, Gorgeous Awesome asked me for a joke. Maybe that's it. So he was, I don't know, it's kind of hard to come up with good jokes today with all the stuff that's going on. Yeah. I do tell jokes in here sometimes.
You're a funny guy.
I'm a funny guy. Funny.
You and Rex both just crack me up.
Yeah. So for those that don't know, Leanne watched me for about a year or better on Rex, and then she shows up to buy worms. She was telling me she was my stalker. She'd been stalking me for about a year.
Just took me a while to finally pick those worms up.
Okay.
They're doing good, though. They're multiplying fast.
So how do you like getting worms from me?
Oh, well, they're healthy, and my garden's loving them, so.
That's good. Now, somebody made a comment earlier about wanting worms. Guys, I'm not going to be selling worms again for a couple months, probably, maybe in April. It's possible in March. I got to redo my website completely, and I got a few other things to do, and I got to let them regrow a little bit too. So I got a lot of stuff. I've been building worm beds. If some people might have noticed in some of my videos. Yeah, I will get back to selling worms, but I just need a little time. And I took the website down. Somebody was asking me from a website earlier in here. But the crazy thing is somehow some other website has slipped into the place where it was. And I've called GoDaddy complaining about it. And they said they fixed it, but they hadn't. So don't even go there, guys. Don't even go to my old website. So I'll try to get that fixed. And Scratch says I came from Rex too. Yeah, Rex and Rex sent me a lot of people, and I got a lot of subscribers from Diamond Oppenheimer Ranch Project. Both of them send me a lot of subscribers, and and I think that's more typical of the people that are in the chat sessions. There's a certain crowd of people that hang around our different sisterhood of channels or brotherhood of channels, whatever it is. We got a lot of channels here that are somewhat related. At least we all kind of have our own little universe. We kind of hang out with each other. We don't all pick the same topics. I mean, we're individually different. Rex covers more of the UFOs and, things like that are quite entertaining. That probably wouldn't fit as well with some of my crowd that are interested in gardening and worms. So I try not to go too much in that topic. But in a lot of these night sessions, people start asking me questions, and hey, I answer. And Paulo Harris says, yep, Rex Bear led me to Green Greg. Thank you. And let's see. Now Sweeps has an answer to that. She says, it's because we're all weird.
Well, normal is boring, so.
Thanks, Cassandra. Elton Butterfield got the diamond and the thumbs up. Thank you. Steak for the tribe, said Sassafras Red. Well, good. And we are a family in here as much as anything. Probably more than anything else. Hey, Tony, how you doing? Happy New Year, Tony. Now, Tony is the guy that came to me from my aquaponics side. Tony is really big in aquaponics. He is on some of the aquaponic user groups here in the Facebook universe. So that's how Tony came in. My first video was an aquaponics video, by the way. My very first one. That was one of the crappiest, probably the crappiest video I ever put up. So, but I was learning. I didn't actually intend to post it on Facebook at first. I just happened to throw it onto YouTube, and it went like viral on YouTube. It went better on YouTube than it's ever went on this channel. Most of my videos don't do good on YouTube. I don't know why they went so viral on YouTube. That's funny. And Sweep says, "I love you, Greg, and Rex too." Ack ack. I got my alien here. I got my alien right here. Courtesy Blue Bottle Bunny Farm.
Hey, Greg, that reminds me, I have a Christmas present I never gave you. It's got an alien and a Santa on it too.
That's funny. All right, well, good. We'll have to get together and chew the fat a little bit when you get back down here.
Sure thing.
Do some catching up. So, well, how'd it go with did you go up with the big group or just I know you
I was supposed to, but they ended up backing out at the last minute, so it's just two of us here.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And I heard that happened a lot. A lot of people I spoke with had the same story that they were supposed to be coming with like 6 more people, and one by one they backed out. But about 2 would always go.
If everybody went there, it would have probably created a black hole and the city would have imploded on itself. There was a huge crowd there, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, we were literally smack dab against each other. This one lady had to go to the bathroom, and she went right before Trump came on to speak, and her friend stayed behind with us, And Trump's speech was almost over, and I was starting to leave, and this lady still had not made it back from the bathroom.
Oh my gosh.
And it really was probably 10 feet away, and she had just to get that 10 feet to squeeze through the crowd and then wait in line.
My gosh. Well, if you had to go in a hurry, you'd be in trouble then.
Oh yeah. But everybody was climbing trees. It was kind of interesting. Some people were getting pretty high up there to get a good view.
Wow. and Muffin Scarlett says, "I'm another transplant through Rex." Well, hey, I appreciate Rex. Rebel Rose says, "Hope you're stocked up." Yeah, everybody needs to stock up. We don't know what's coming at us, guys. We really don't. And Cassandra says, "My 20-month-old son runs around the house and nano all the time." I wonder where he got that from. Standardfoot tells you, "Proud of you for going."
Huh?
So.
Yeah, cool. I mean, the lady I was talking to that was up from Savannah, Georgia, we asked her, "Well, why did you decide to come?" And her response was, "Well, my president asked us to, so I'm here."
All right. Well, good. Vicky said, "Did anyone else see the post on the graffiti on Pelosi's door?" Oh, the pig stuff.
I did see that. Yeah.
Some people call her Piglosi and a pig's head there. So, wow. And let's see. Remember the Happy Baby Ships? I don't know what that is, Diane. Happy Baby Ships. Don't know that one. That one's Greek to me. Richard Bird. Trump baited them. Lynn Wood just dropped what the score is. Sassafras Red says, "Make sure you use Greg's link for Tree Leaf Market and prepwithgreg.com." Well, thank you, Sassafras. Yes. A lot of people are going to watch my videos and they go to Tree Leaf Market, but they don't do it using my link. I usually put a link at the bottom of my videos in the show notes part. We can just click and see more, or in a pin note. Now, a lot of my live sessions I don't do that with. Now, the deal with the prepwithgreg.com is $70 off now with this supply, but it's still a great price. I mean, it's like $8.11 a whole day for all 3 meals. I mean, hey, that's the price of a hamburger, right? Actually, I usually spend about $9 when I go to a fast food joint, 9 or 10. So it's better than that. And it's 3 real meals, 2,000 calories a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You'll be a winner if you get this deal. Go to CreditWithGreg.com. Check that out. So thanks for mentioning that, Jason. Yeah, I don't too much prompt. Some people say, Greg, all you ever do is sell your buckets of feed. Well, I do about seeds and eating from the weeds and trees.
Yep, I ordered from a True Leaf Market with your link, and my seeds were great. I appreciate the pointing me in the right direction.
Thank you, Sassafras. I just bought more seeds for microgreens. It helps. Thank you, Sassafras. Appreciate that. And well, we got a friend from the United Kingdom, Arnie Petrie. I hope I said that right. Says morning from UK, Greg, and everyone in the chat. Yeah, it's kind of early for you. It's either really early or really late. So we got to see Lynn Wood's post. And Lynn Wood, I don't know on Twitter, so if he's posting stuff on Twitter, I don't see that, guys. I'm not a Twitter guy.
Is he still on a tweet storm?
Well, I think Trump's tweet got suspended, his Twitter account.
Oh.
So I don't know, or restricted in some way, but rumor has it he got hacked. And see, when he was, some of that storming started when he was still talking. I mean, I was listening to, I was actually watching Lee Wilbarger, and we were listening to Trump. And then all at once he switched to go over to check out the people storming the Capitol.
Oh.
That's what I'm thinking. Yes, and they said he did his prompt to his tweet. I'm thinking, I don't believe he is tweeting right then. I think he's too busy talking. Now, if I'm off on that, somebody can correct me. But that's the way I remember it. Tim, some joker in Congress called the protesters hooligans repeatedly. Need it on a T-shirt. Okay, so we can wear hooligans T-shirts, right? Like deplorables and hooligans.
And there might have been some hooligans there. I'm sure there were. In every crowd that large, you're going to have some hooligans.
That's true. That's very true. That's true. So Stacy's calling tonight. Green Heart, good night, YT fam. God bless you and keep. Let's see. God bless you and keep. You may walk in wisdom. I'm not sure I read that right. Cows need. I'm not gonna read that loud. She's got to go milk cows in the morning. Scratch says it's 4:20. It probably is there in UK. Imagine so. Scratch is in UK too. So we got a couple people in UK in the room right now. That's funny. Yeah, and Sweep says it's 4:20 somewhere. Yeah, we're right there in the UK. That's it. And let's see. So good night, Stacy. Appreciate you being here. So yeah, we got a couple people here from our Freedom Restoration Foundation. So we still got 150 people in the room. We had at a peak maybe 250. So hope everybody, if you haven't hit the thumbs up, please help my algorithms out with that. And I hope I don't get beat on for saying I've said a couple words I shouldn't have. Might, so I might be in trouble for that. I hope not. So what else we got here? Says lots of things going on behind the stage. Yeah. So let's see. What's this? Robert and Kelly. Enough reality. I'm going to learn about implants. Oh my God, implants. Yikes. So, guys, you really need to be aware right now, situationally aware. Tell everybody keep your eyes wide open and head on the swivel. And you need to be there more than ever right now because we don't know what's coming at us next. I imagine President Biden is going to put us into a huge lockdown because he talked about it and he really castigated Trump for not doing that. And then I am expecting ginormous false flag to deal with bang bangs.
I've been thinking too, Greg.
Something really heinous, and I think that's going to happen really, really soon to give them an excuse and impetus to do what they want to do. And I don't think it's going to fly well. So just be on the lookout, guys, for a ginormous false flag. I think I'll do a video just on that, a ginormous false flag coming soon. I'll wait just in the hopes that, we're thinking positive that maybe the outcome of who gets sworn in on the 20th won't be what the news media has been preaching. There's still some chance, but from what I'm hearing from the Senate rejecting Arizona, that don't sound very good for that. So we'll have to find out. So
we're going to have our work cut out for us, Greg.
Well, at the state level, one thing we need to promote with our Freedom Restoration Foundation, one of the things we were already talking about is promoting these state sanctuary states. We'll be promoting that. So if you want to be involved in that, join with us. So we're fighting for our freedoms. That's one of them. We're also working, for freedom against mandatory. You know what I'm talking about? Things that you don't necessarily have.
The jab.
Try not to say it too much here.
Oh, is that one banned now too?
I don't know. Man, you can't speak English. We need
can't even speak in code now, huh?
Hard. It's hard. The colonies had their problems, but it wasn't a war until the crown made a move on the bang bangs. Mm-hmm. Well, there you are. There you are, Jason. Well, maybe the new crown is going to make another move. Yeah, I don't think that's going to sit too well in this country. And Sassafras Red says, my state is a sanctuary from freedom. Oh, freedom. Oh, no. No freedom, huh? Now, don't you live down in the Bighorn area of Texas there, Sassafras? Is Texas that bad? Or am I totally off here? I thought you were in the Big Bend part of the Texas, down at El Paso, not El Paso, what do you call that? Shoot, I'm getting mine brown. What's the river that runs the border down there? Rio Grande. Scratch, just keep it positive. We're trying. Mickey Mooney, thumbs up. Thank you. Illinois. Oh, Illinois. Sorry about that. Cornland. All right. Tall corn grows. Yeah, Southern Illinois, you get a lot of corn there. Big fields. Frozen World. Heck, they banned Lee today. Ooh, saying he's giving. Oh, Lee Wilbarger got banned. Saying he's giving medical advice. Really? How do you give medical advice? Just telling people not to take we are taking our bang bangs. Oh yeah, Rebel Rose. That's what we're worried about right there. Lee Wilbarger. Did Lee Wilbarger get knocked out today? He got knocked out once before. I'm not confirming. I hope that ain't the case. And John Sororo. Hey, Lou. Carbondale, Illinois is where the eclipses make an X over America. Ooh. How close are you to Carbondale there, Sassafras Red? What year is that second eclipse supposed to be coming through to make that X? It's like real soon, I believe, right? When is that next eclipse? I know I went to see the other one. I took my youngest daughter and my granddaughter there. Smith and Wesson is to stop treason. Freedom seeds. And Jason says, Illinois kind of scares me. All those nuclear power plants. Oh, I showed some pictures of, there's a lot up there. Nice to see a live guest. Attractive event. Attractive even. Okay. Well, I said event for a second. So you get a lot of admirers. I might just bring you on more regularly. You might increase my subscribers about twofold.
Funny. You're gonna make me blush.
Make you blush.
Yeah.
That'll be worthwhile if we can make you blush. Up near the Capitol, Flatlands. Wish I could go down the hill, says Sassafras. All right. So we've had a pretty good time here. We've been on an hour and a half. It's pretty normal when I do the Woden's Woken World Wednesdays to end with a prayer session. Is there anything else we need to cover tonight? Would you like to cover anything from your end, Leanne?
Just a safe trip home.
All right. We'll definitely pray for you to have a safe trip home. And 9 Live says, love your smile, girl.
Oh. Well, my mother did work for a dentist my whole life, so I can thank her.
Your dad was a preacher. Mm-hmm. Talking about the preacher's daughter. He had an oughta.
You know what they say about us?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's all true.
Oh, if anybody don't know, that little line I quoted came from a Leonard Skinner song talking about the preacher's daughter. That's the way they said it too. There is no topic that can't be made more interesting by having a pretty gal talk about it. Wow. Some people are asking, why you don't start a channel there.
Oh, well, maybe I should one day. I was going to start that cute puppy channel with my Great Pyrenees, but
there you go. There you go. Well, you could do that. Bring it on. Ha ha. Great live show, says Blue Bottle Bunny Farm. Well, Blue Bottle knows us both. So, and you need to get you a female rabbit, right?
I do. My male is thriving and he's lonely. So sometime soon I need to get him a girlfriend.
Well, single males can get lonely and desire a girlfriend at some time.
I would imagine so.
A single males know a little bit about that sometimes. We're not too busy. Let's see. Scratch says you should. We like puppies too.
Everybody does. That's where you said the real money was on YouTube. So
exactly. People jump on me in here all the time. Greg, you're always doing this. Greg. I go, guys, if I wanted to make money, I would start a little bunny rabbit channel or a kitty cat channel or a puppy channel. Those guys that just show the little, the video, rabbit wakes up to the sound of a banana, gets 11 million views. It's like, what? And, and whoever gripes at you, nobody gripes at you. Nobody fusses on those channels. People beat me up all the time. Jeremiah, I pulled the Queen of Swords for Leanne. All right. So what does, I guess you're doing
tarot.
Yeah, you're doing tarot. So what does Queen of Swords mean? I'm not a tarot guy. Have to tell us, Jeremiah.
Yeah, interesting. On the way up here, I stopped at this used bookstore called McKay's in Knoxville, and I actually picked up a book on reading tarot. So
yeah. Some of y'all may recall, Leanne and I went to we were going up here. I took her a couple times ago to the flea market up here. The dog.
That's where I got my hat.
Yeah, oh, you got that one. All right. And there was a guy that read the tarot cards for her. So that was a very interesting read. And he pulled a card just like me, didn't he?
He did. He looked at it and said, "Hey, look, that's you on it."
Well, what did he tell you about that card?
A very influential person in my life or something regarding that.
Have I been influential?
Mm-hmm. Oh, and something about bringing stability to my life.
Oh, that's a challenge. And
then again, he also said I was going to be getting knocked up come next September. So I'm trying to make sure that one doesn't come true. I'm too old for all that.
Well, I haven't been playing in that game. So Redneck J Dog says, Greg, are selling worms still? Well, I will be, but I've shut down for a while, but I'll be coming back around in probably April to sell worms again. Let's see. Ask yourself, why do the networks need to censor? Says Tom. That's a good question. Vicky says, I have a terrible dread that we as a nation have crossed a line and he just turned from us because of our national abominations. Oh.
I think a lot of Christians have been feeling that way.
Yeah.
I've heard.
Yeah. Scratch says, because you got stuff to hide. That's when you need to censor. He's answering that one. They don't like any more that goes against the agenda. Well, some of us don't like the agenda. We don't cotton to the idea of globalism too well, or the Great Reset. The idea we'll have no property. I just bought 40 acres for Pete's sake. You mean I'll own nothing? I think I'll take exceptions to that. So discerning, independent, intelligent, and boundaries are all about Queen of Swords. Discerning, independent, intelligent. Well, you are discerning, you're independent. Boundaries. Maybe that's the stabilization there that was on that other card. Censorship is a tool of control. No kidding. 9 lives. That smile wakes you up, girl. Are you still getting some happiness about your smile there? Next clip is going to be 2024. Yeah, I'd forgotten when it was. One time I knew. So it's supposed to cross in Carbondale, Illinois. Maybe that'd be a place to be, or maybe it's a place not to be. Are we going to get a New Madrid earthquake about then? That's pretty close to New Madrid, is it not? Yeah, their agenda goes against us. Yeah, it's against people. It's anti-human. People don't realize that yet. They're thinking, oh, it's all going to be social justice and we're all going to get living wages and not have to own anything or do anything. And the whole world's going to be handed to us on a silver platter for doing nothing. Okay, hold your breath till that happens. See how blue you get.
I know some entitled teenagers that would appeal to.
Yeah, if it can only be true, right? But if nobody ever did anything, nothing would get done. And Rebel Rose says, where does Leanne live? I have 9-week-old female bunny.
Oh.
Rebel's out west. She lives here in North Alabama, not far from me. Not far away at all. Scratch says tax-free, no doubt, on living wage. Well, how are they going to tax you if you're not making a wage? Yeah, I don't know. The whole thing is kind of interesting. Well, guys, we want to do anybody got any other final? Leave Carbondale, says Jeremiah. Uh-oh. Jeremiah says, don't be in Carbondale. I guess that X marks a spot. Might be a bad news event, huh? Vicky, guarantee you when he returns, that will be the final reset. There you go. There you go. Yeah, they're going to give us a bunch of, you know what, in the meantime. We just got to endure through it, guys. We got to endure. That's the key thing. Endure. God's will not ours. This will pan out. God will not. Okay. Maybe that's a little strange. All right, guys. If we have any prayer requests, we're going to pray for a safe trip for Vicky, who's going to drive to Arkansas, and we'll pray for a safe trip to Leanne, who's got to make it down from West by God, Virginia, come back down here to Alabama. So, any other prayer request? We'll take a minute because there's a delay when the chat room starts scrolling. I'm sorry that I saw the video. Lynn, what are you sorry? This video or some other video? Oh, wait, somebody's talking to Lynn about something else. Oh, Lynn Farley says, Ashley Babbitt, San Diego resident, served 14 years. Oh, her name's Ashley. Okay, hang on. Let me go back up. The lady who passed away, because I'd seen she'd been an Air Force veteran. Ashley, A-S-H-L-I, Ashley Babbitt, San Diego resident, served 14 years in the Air Force, 4 tours as a security specialist. She was an avid Trump supporter. Okay, she was a real actual Trump supporter. Bless her heart. Oh my gosh. Vicky, I'm still interested in sharecropping with you. Okay, well, Vicky, I know you were interested in coming down, and we'll have to talk, considering being a what do you call it? When you're studying. Oh shoot, I'm getting brain. Intern. But I didn't know you was actually interested in sharecropping, since you've got a place in area of Arkansas. Well, we'll chat. Jeremiah, Venus to change rotation. What? Please change rotation. Oh, is that what we're going to pray for? Y'all pray for my wife and I. We're getting tested tomorrow for the bug. Okay. Marsh 2784. Let's pray for Marsh 2784. Thanks for the shout outs, Gregory. God bless. Well, thank you. Pray for my family, says Marlene. Okay, so let's pray for the family of Marlene Carnes. Let's pray for Marsh. We'll pray for Vicky. We'll pray for safe travels for Vicky and safe travels for Leanne. And let's see, prayer for family in the USA, the world, cause everyone's white. Yeah, let's pray for the family of the lady who didn't make it, Ashley Babbitt. So let's just do a little quick little prayer session. Everybody pray according to your own belief system. I'm not one to tell you how to pray. It's, that's up to you. So let's just stop for a minute, meditate, prayer, whatever works for you. Let's just take a moment. All right. Thank you, everyone. She was set up, says David. Oh, I hope not. That was so terrible that happened. All right, guys, ladies and gentlemen. Relax Sage Spa says YouTube pray for all of us. I guess that's what they meant with the video icon there. Yesterday, my grandpa's 102nd birthday. She survived the COVID, not to be afraid. Okay. Oh, I said the word. I shouldn't have said it. Thanks. U.S. Air Force high-level security specialist and didn't know beyond a shadow of a doubt that the Secret Service was always have been pre-authorized to use lethal force. Yeah, but was she really being a threat? Marcia, take vitamins now. Boil some garlic to eat. Greg, check email tomorrow. We'll save from frozen. Okay. Vicky, let me see if I ever put your phone number in my phone. You might need to resend me your phone number, Vicky. Let me check real fast. I know I wrote it down somewhere, but I got so many places and notes. I write stuff and I get so much email. It's easy for me to lose track of something. I got a busy, busy life. Leanne's seen my place. She can attest to the fact I got a busy, busy life, right?
You're the busiest man.
Do I?
You're the busiest man I know.
Yeah, too busy. That's why I'm still single, probably. Yep. Let's see here. Vicky, you need to resend me, okay? Need to resend. I did not put it in the phone. Thought I did, but I didn't. So, yeah. Well, I'm running two YouTube channels. The other one I'm not running well enough. I'm behind on the Galactic Gregs. And I got the worm farm, garden, trying to do microgreens, day job. So I'm a bit oversubscribed. So I don't take my sleep lying down. I take it in the cup. That's the way I sleep. I sleep when I'm dead. If I'm careful, that might come sooner than later. But hey,
if you don't sleep, you might end up dead. So
I'm made out of iron. Greg, I have your phone number on my phone. Can I text you? Yeah, do that. I know I had some text or something from way back. That'll work, Vicky. Just maybe tomorrow or the next day, give me a day or two, or get out to to Arkansas, get settled. I got Arizona on my mind. I just bought a farm there, guys. 40 acres. Eric Court. Hey, Greg. Hello. Hello, Eric. Just joining us. So yeah, I got 40 acres in Arizona. And so I'll be running operations here and there. The cool thing is I'll be able to show you a diversity and growing in 2 different environments, wild edibles in 2 different environments. I'm planning to build this universal habitat in each place. I'll have me a bug out bus I'll go back and forth in. So I should have a lot of content, a lot of cool stuff I can show that has nothing to do with all this craziness going on in the world, except for it's a way out of it. Except for that part. And we'll get our tribes going. And guys, if you're out there and you got a farm you'd like for me to visit when I start going back and forth, or if you would be interested in having your tribe showcase, we don't have to say where it is. Not a good thing to tell where you're a prepper, where you're at, especially. So the last thing a prepper should do is start a YouTube channel and tell the world he's prepping. Somebody's got to help y'all. Got 2 cotton farms, said 9 Lives. Wow, 9 Lives, where you at? You got to be in the South. You got cotton farms, Southeast or Southwest, one or the other. All right, somebody's Kevin's asking for some prayers. So, guys, we can always say some more prayers as we leave and we'll go to bed tonight. There's plenty of people that need some prayers, especially the lady's family, Miss Babbitt's family, Ashley Babbitt, who did not make it through this day. So she may be our first martyr in our new movement. So we should have a statue to her. Poor lady. It'd be better if she was just alive. She was young, like she was a fairly young lady. She said she was 14 years in the Air Force, but that's sad. So sad.
I think she was in her 30s.
Still pretty young.
Yeah.
Still pretty young. Yeah, I went military when I was 19, so I could see that. Definitely. 14 years, she'd be in her 30s. Even if she went to college yet, she'd still be in her 30s probably. All right, guys. It's been real. I really appreciate it. Appreciate everybody being here. Yeah, thank you for coming on.
You're welcome, Greg. I'll see you when I get back. I took lots of video footage that we can share.
There you go. So I asked everybody if they wanted to see that, and they said, yeah, they want to see it. So we can come back on here and show some video and some pictures and maybe a few other topics if you like. Leanne was with me at the flea market, but she didn't really want to be seen on camera. So you're not camera shy now, are you?
Well, it's an important day, so I'll make exceptions.
Okay. Yeah, some of the other guys were asking about you at the flea market. So bring her back.
The guys that work there.
Yeah. Especially the guy that gave us all that porcelain that time.
You saw him again?
Yeah. I've
actually been enjoying the porcelain he gave.
Yeah, that was nice of him.
Yeah.
He just wanted to get rid of it. He couldn't sell it.
We couldn't let him break it.
Yeah, he said this guy said he's going to smash it off. So he twisted our arm. We took it. Some nice pieces.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll be
great little cream and sugar caddy he gave me.
There you go. So I'll probably be at the flea market Sunday. If you want to go with me, you're welcome.
I probably will go with you, Greg.
All right.
I haven't been the past few weeks, so.
There you go. Like I said, I've been asking about you. All righty, folks. Hey, everybody, I want to thank y'all all for watching. Stay safe. Keep your eyes wide open and head on a swivel, guys. This country is going to go berserk over the next few weeks, I'm afraid. Next year, 2020 was bad, but it might have just been a warm up. This year, I don't know. I'm worried, guys. This year it could be rough. I hope I'm wrong. I hope that somehow it all smooths out, but the tea leaves I'm looking at don't seem to indicate that. Like I look at tea leaves, right? All right, everybody. Thank you for watching. Everybody have a safe, good night and good dreams. Good night.
Bye, Greg.